Hello everyone, so this is going to be another lesson on eye drawing. So I hope it is going to be a short lesson, so because I don't want to make it so long. So I will be using two charcoal pencils here, and maybe I will use this blending stamp, and basically we will need to and eraser too. So I don't want to copy this eye, which is on the display, just like a 2D image. No, I want to study it and share my thinking process with you. And so let's pick our charcoal here and let's define the eye anatomy. So how we should define it? Well, the eye is basically a sphere inside the socket, and let's do it. So first thing, I will draw the socket, which is composed of the eye socket bones, frontal bone, and zygomatic bone and maxillary bone, which is kind of a round shape like this. And this is not necessary this is not necessary to be a perfect thing. It is just a defining line, and we will erase it later. Okay, so this is the socket, and I will draw the sphere, the eyeball inside it. And please guys, the eye is not an almond shape, and don't draw the eye like a fish. Focus on these and on these steps, and you don't have to draw a sphere. And no, I don't mean that you should draw all these, but you should kind of imagine the process. And now and then after placing the eyeball, now I will define the eyelids, and I will define the eyelids like maybe like 3 planes, and one here and one here and another one here. So, and let's zoom in. I think it is better now. Yes. Now for the lower eyelid, I will make it more rounded because it is rounded anatomically, and as you can see in the photo. So like this maybe. And yeah, this is basically the shape of the eye, and this is the invagination of the upper eyelid, like this. Okay, and this is our lower eyelid, and the eyelids have their own thickness. They are not flat papers. So I will try to somewhat exaggerate this thickness, and the upper eyelid thickness is not kind of so visible, but because we are it's kind of hidden, but it also has a thickness. And now I kind of made the eye so wide, I think. Never forget to pick your own pencils too and practice with me. This is just a quick study. I don't. You should not focus so much on copying the photo, but just practice and have fun, maybe. Now, I kind of defined the eye shape. Now I will demonstrate the planes of the eye. One here, one here. So these planes will help me to define the shadows and lighting areas. Like this. Okay, I think this is nice. And now I will place the iris, which is kind of here. Iris is like a circle, but it is not visible, obviously, because it is hidden, like the eyelids. Like this. Okay. And now, this is the fun part. Now we will start adding maybe some values. Maybe I will add 2 values, I think. I learned this from Proco channel. I will use 2 values, one for light and one for dark. Okay, so I will shade only one value. I will not press too hard. This is only the starting point of the shading. Okay, I will define these areas and one here maybe. So
what's good, guys? Today I have 2 brand new methods for being able to blur them.
I think there is a problem. Is there a problem or not? Because the OBS says that there is an error and my live stream is not being shared. Let's check. No, it is being shared actually. Okay. Sorry for that. Sorry for that sudden stop. And now let's continue. We will continue adding some values here. And I will place the pupil, which is the darkest part of the whole eye structure basically. And now I will also add another value just like this. This is fun actually. Now because the eyeball is just like a sphere, the light hits its surface and reflects from its surface like a sphere too. So so there will be some shadows here maybe. This is nice. Here are some shadows too. And now we completed the basic shape of the eye. And now let's add some more depth. I will press harder. And make the iris nicer and nicer. Wow. I definitely like charcoals because they provide me these dark, I don't know. Never mind. So we will make the pupil, which is basically the darkest part of the eye, darker. Okay. Now maybe there are some shadows here. Excuse me for the camera. I think I think it is not quite good, but I will try make it more, maybe more professional in the future. And that is if you like this video. Okay. At this stage, I am just adding shadows and shadows. And the eye is becoming more kind of professional. Okay, oh my god, the tip of the charcoal is not sharp. So let's choose this one, which is kind of, I don't know how to describe this shape. And let's add some eyelashes. And for the eyelashes, I will try to draw them in kind of groups and blurry, because if I make it single, it will going to be and more childish and not professional, I think. This is nice. Let's add some shadows here, because there are some shadows here in the photo, and because there is no light. Just look. You can transform this drawing only by adding the shadows at the right place. The drawing is about shading, basically shading and simplifying the shapes. Now for the eyebrow. The eyebrow start like this. A group. I will make it in three groups, basically. There. And this is the second group. I am holding the mic, so it is kind of frustrating to hold the mic and draw with one hand like this. Okay. So this is the third group. It is kind of it is like this. One here, one like this, and one like this. Three groups. And I think it is not a strict rule, maybe, but maybe some people have more different eyebrow. I don't know. But I learned it like this. And always sharpen your charcoals. Mine is not sharp because I am lazy, basically. Okay. You will have to add more shadows if you want to transform the drawing. And when I shade, I basically hold the pencil like this away from the tip and apply maybe not too much pressure when I want light shading, and when I want to make a dark area, I hold the pencil closer to the tip and I press. So here there are more shadows compared to this area, and this is basically because of the behavior of the light and because of the anatomy of the eye. So I will shade this area. My mom is calling me, I think. I told them that I am making a live stream, but maybe they forget, maybe. So I will shade this area. And I can use my little finger and just press like this and blend these areas, and I will erase these initial lines because I don't need them now. Okay. And you can add as much as details you want. As much as magic. So this area of the iris, it will be more dark because of the upper eyelid which covers it, and so there will be some shadows here. And you know, you can study as many as references you want. Just study and pick some eyes and imagine them as three-dimensional objects and just draw them. It does not have to be perfect. Just have fun, basically. We will make some shadows here too. I will erase these initial lines which I made for the eye socket. Which kind of helped me to define the placement of the eye. You can use your finger, you can use a blending stump if you want, you can use a tissue paper too if you want to apply some nice shading. This is nice, I think. I will press harder and harder. To make the pupil dark. I wish I had smaller eraser maybe. Okay, let's define the iris with these little beautiful lines. And there are some kind of tree-like structure which are capillaries inside the eye, which nourish the sclera and other parts of the eye. Okay. Now let's add some eyelashes to the lower eyelid, and let's apply some shading to the lower eyelid first, and then I will make eyelashes groups like this, and for the upper eyelashes, these eyelashes grow from the eyelid, so they are not flying, obviously. Now let's make this area darker. I'm started getting tired because I think I am lazy these days. I have to push myself to complete this little funny sketch. What is sketch? I don't know. Let's press with my little finger. Okay, this is not little finger. Never mind. I will exaggerate the shadow here. Because I think it will make it nicer. As an artist, you are not copying photo. You are studying and making your own masterpiece. So I will exaggerate the shadow because I like it like this. And here too, I will exaggerate the shadows. And maybe define the eyebrow too. Let's clean. Okay, here. Let's define these little lines of the lower eyelid. And shade this area too. And make the eyelashes more defined. And I will also use the eraser to apply some kind of nice effects. Here and here. So this is absolutely fun to draw. I really hate being too strict when drawing and focusing on copying every single detail. No. Do not be so strict. Just have fun. And I am using the eraser to apply Okay. So this is the highlight area inside the iris. You can shade the whole iris first and then use an eraser to kind of erase a light area inside it. But because I am lazy, I will draw it only by pencil, and maybe I will use eraser. And because my eraser is small, I my eraser is large. Never mind. I'm just talking with myself. So let's define this area here and here. And press and blend. Just like a magic. Obviously, there is some more details in the drawing. Okay. This funny head of the charcoal helps me to create some interesting effects. Now I will use the blending stump here. And apply shading here. I'm trying to be fast, but I think I am slow, actually. So let's try to make these eyelashes by the corner of this funny eraser. I think it is difficult, but let's try. Why not? I cannot go too much HD. I think this is just 360 pixel drawing. It is far from being HD. Okay, let's try to define some funny eyelashes. I'm trying to be precise. Maybe in the next video I will try to sharpen this funny ended charcoal more. You know, this is the consequences of being lazy. Okay, here we will make some cinematic darkened eyelashes. Just wow. Use the blending stump again. And use the eraser again. Okay. Now let's press and blur the background and make this area more dark. And maybe here and here. Here. Let's try to define the boundary of the lower eyelid. Kind of like this. Now I think I will surrender here somewhat, and I will call this drawing finished. Because it is just a sketch, so I don't want to make the video so long and what? I don't know. Should I surrender? Or should I not surrender? Ah, there are some interesting lines here. I forgot to draw them. Yeah, this is why you should not surrender so soon. The human eye is his masterpiece. You can see more details and details as you draw. And this is why the art is so powerful. It makes you aware of the details, aware of the beauty of the life. Art teaches us a lot. It teaches us patience, observation, and kindness, maybe sensitivity to beauty, and a lot. Okay, now I will try to use the funny corner of the eraser, and I think this is impossible to make these little kind of dots here. Oh my gosh, this is really impossible. Never mind. I have weaknesses with these dots, so maybe in the next video I will use a microscopic eraser. What do you think? Here and here and here. Okay, everybody. I think I will stop here because okay, 1 minute, just 1 minute. I want to define this area more. Okay. Obviously, it needs more details, but I hope it it made sense, and maybe this live stream, I hope it added some information, some little information, even if it is a little. In the next video, I will try to make the video more HD, because I think it is not so much HD now. But I think it anyways, I think it may it may help you, and I hope it helped you to make a progress and see some new insights about eye drawing. And thanks everyone. So let's make a sign here. My channel name is Mado Art. My actual name is Abdullah. So I don't know which one to choose. Let's write Mado Art because my channel name is Mado Art. And I will see you in the next live stream.